where we stopped the last time on the theory of logarithms. Okay, but before we start, I want you to invite your friends, let them know the class is about starting, so you can share this link with your friends. And don't forget, as you are joining the class, ensure you tap the like button, say hi to the whole class. And also, if today is your first time coming across this video, ensure before you leave, you click on the subscription button. So thank you very much. So we are going to be starting in the next few seconds. All right. Okay. I hope you guys are ready for today's class. All right. So we are going to start Hello, can you hear me? Please, I want you to indicate if you can hear me. All right, I can see show me the. All right, okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. So now let's move. So I just observed that you didn't hear me. Now I'll just go through what we have here. So I've explained similar question in the last class. So when you have log of 18 base 12 now, and you want to express it in terms of x, where log 3 base 2 is given. Now what you're going to do now is to introduce change of base. All right. Okay. Now the base I'm going to be introducing will be the base of log 3 here. Okay. Now, so now this log 18 base 12 gives you log 18 base 2. That's the new base all over log 12 base 12, 2, sorry. Okay, so that's what you have. So then the next thing is to find a way of expressing this in such a way that 3 will be coming out. So you can see this is 9 times 2. Okay, and here we have 3 times 4. That's the same thing as 12. All right, now 9 is 3 raised to the power of 2, right, times 2 base 2 over 3 times 4. 4 is the same thing as 2 raised to the power of 2. Now the next thing is to apply one of the laws of logarithms. So when multiplying, you add. All right, so now this numerator turns to log 3 raised to the power of 2 base 2 plus log 2 base 2. All right. Okay, the same thing also applies to the denominator. So log 3 base 2 here plus log 2 raised to the power of 2 base 2. Okay, so what do we do next? Now this power comes to this side. So we have that in one of the laws of logarithm. So once we have a number having an index that is not 1, so we bring the index to this side. Okay, so now so we have 2 log of 3 base 2 plus 1. Why? Because log 2 base 2 is 1. So you have that. So we have x, right? Log 3 base 2 is x. So wherever I see log 3 base 2, I just plug in the x. So, and that's what I've done here. So plus, now this 2 comes to this side. So you have this, right? So, and don't forget log 3 base 2 is x. So we have 2x plus 1, x plus 2, log 2 base 2 is 1. So you have that. So, all right, so that is how to solve that question. All right, so let's move down to another question. So we are moving down to logarithmic equations now. So to solve the following. Okay. Now let's look at the following questions. Now, just like I've rightly said, these are logarithmic equations. So far, we have been looking at logarithmic expressions. So now here we have logarithmic equations. So we have to look for the unknown. So x in this set of equations. So now let's start with the first one. Now, majorly we are going to be looking at two laws. So the first one, I'll just quickly remind us, when you have log of m times n, is going to give you log of m plus log of n. Okay, so now if it is log of m over n, that gives you log of m minus log of n. All right, when dividing, you subtract. Okay, and also if you have log of m raised to the power of n, now the result, this power here comes here. We have n log of n. Okay, and another one that is most important, when you have log of m base n raised to the power of p. Okay, now the base has a power. So now this is going to give you 1 over p log of m base n. Please take note of this. All right. So now let us now see how we can apply these laws to solve the following problem. So please, I want you to put this somewhere in your jotter, because we'll be making use of the laws. Now let's look at the first one. Now you have to solve log of x base 2 plus log of x base 4 equals to 6. All right. Okay, so that's the first thing we have to do. So how are you going to do this? Now, the first thing is to apply the law here. So when adding, you multiply. So now this gives us to apply this, you can see we have a restriction here. So we cannot go ahead and multiply, because now look at the base here. The base here is 4, while this one is 2. So I won't do that. So I'll quickly adjust this. So let's see what we're going to have. This one turns to, this implies that log of x base 2 plus log of x 2 raised to the power of 2. And that's the same thing as 4 here. So equals to 6. So that implies that log of x base 2 plus, now the power here comes here. So you just flip the power. So that's going to give you 1 over 2. Okay, log of x base 2. All right, now equals to 6. All right, so now we are adding 1 log x base 2 plus with half log x base 2. That's going to give you 1.5 log x base 2. And that's the same thing as 3 over 2 log of x base 2. I hope you understand that. 1.5 is the same thing as 3 over 2. Okay, so equals to 6. Now what do we do now? We divide both sides by coefficient of log x base 2. So now this now turns to log of x base 2 equals to 6 divided by 3 over 2. All right. Okay, so now we have log of x base 2 equals to 6 times 2 over 3. All right. So 3 goes there 1, 3 goes there is 2. So that means what we have here is going to be 4. Okay, so now what do we do next? What's the next thing to do? Okay, what we have is log of x base 2 equals to 4. All right, this is a logarithmic equation, so you can change it to a differential equation. So now the base comes here. So we have x equals to 2 raised to the power of 4. So therefore, x is 16. All right, so that's the answer to the first question. So I hope you understand that now. Okay, so now let's look at the next one. the next question. So you have to find log of x base 3 minus log of x base 9 equals to 4. So you can quickly try that in few seconds before we do it together. So you can drop your answer if you have the answer. Okay. So while you are doing that, so if today is your first time coming across this video, ensure you subscribe to this channel and make sure you tap the like button. Every one of you should do that before you leave. All right. So now let's look at the next one. So that is log x base 3 minus log of x base 9 equals to 4. Okay, it's similar to this first one. Has anybody gotten the answer? Anyone? Has anyone got the answer? Okay, not yet. All right, so in the course of solving, if you have the answer, please kindly drop your answer in the comment section. Okay, so all right, so now let's look at this. Now you see, I'm supposed to use the law, but there's a restriction. The base are not the same thing, so you have to be very, very careful. Many students used to make mistake here. They just go ahead and apply the law. So you have to look at the base. You can see when we wanted to do this, I also said that we should pay attention to the base. So we are doing the same thing here. So let's adjust this base. Now this is 9. 9 can be written as 3 raised to the power of 2. Okay, so that means this left hand side is x base 3 minus log of x base 3 raised to the power of 2 equals to 4. All right, so I will encourage you when solving problems like this, don't jump steps. So just follow it sequentially. So now here, the next thing is to bring this here. And don't forget, once it comes here, you flip it. So you just find reciprocal of 2. That's 1 over 2. So you have log of x base 3 minus 1 over 2 log of x base 3 equals to 4. So that's what we have. Now look at this. This one is 1 log x base 3. One of it. Now this one is half log x base 3. So you want to take half of log x base 3 from 1 log x base 3. So what are you going to be left with? That is half log x base 3. All right. So now what I have here now is going to be half log of x base 3. I hope you understand that explanation. So now the next thing is to divide both sides by half. All right. Or better still, let's say we multiply both sides by 2. So all we just need to do is just to clear this coefficient here. So let's multiply both sides by 2. So if I multiply both sides by 2, so this times 2 and this times 2. So these 2 cancel these 2 here. So I have log of x base 3 equals to now 4 times 2. That gives you 8. Okay, so that is what we have. So from here now, so you can have, now this is your base, this is your power, so now we have x equals to 3 raised to the power of 8. So this will be the answer. So this is the value of x. So I hope you all understand that explanation. So any question based on that? Any observation? All right, okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Tijani. Thank you. All right. Now let's look at the next question here. That's question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3. So I expect good number of us to be trying it. So now before I finish, you should have gotten the answer. Okay. So let's see. Here we have log of x base 2 plus log of x base 4 plus log of x base 8 equals to 1. So now, so that's the question. Okay. All right, so how do we solve this? How do we solve this question? Okay, so now what to do here now, you can see now that they didn't have the same base. None of them have same base. So we have to find a way of changing them to be a single base. So then we now add together. So, and don't forget, once we are adding, we are applying the law of logarithms. So that means we are multiplying the numbers. Okay, so now let's quickly adjust this. So we adjust the base. So we have log of x base 2 plus log of x base 2 raised to the power of 2. That's same thing as 4 here. Plus log of x base 2 raised to the power of 3 equals to 1. All right. So the next thing now is to move this power to this place, the power here to this place. Don't forget, once it comes here, it becomes 1 over whatever you have here. So now this turns to log of x base 2 plus 1 over 2 log of x base 2 plus 1 over 3 log of x base 2 equals 1. All right. So now, what is the next thing to do now? So we want to add all of these together. So now let's find a way of adding them together. Now, I can factor out log of x base 2 because it's common to these three terms. All right, so now that means I have 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 times log of x base 2 equals to 1. You can see that. So if you open the bracket, you have what you have here. So this times this, you have log x base 2 times 1, you have this. Log x base 2 times half, you have this and this. So now let's add this together. So now to add this together, so we have right, LCM is 6. So and that's going to give you 6 plus, once you say LCM is 6, now 2 goes in 6, that's 3, so we have 3, and the 3 goes here is 2, so we have 2. Log of x base 2 equals to 1. So I hope you understand that. All right, so let this one be in bracket this way. So now can we add everything together now? This plus this, that's 9. 9 plus 2, that's 11. So we have 11 over 6 log of x base 2 equals to 1. So do you know what we're going to do now? Now the next thing is to divide both sides by the coefficient of log of x base 2. And that is divide both sides by 11 over 6. Okay, let's do that. So now when you divide this by 11 over 6, so 11 over 6 cancel 11 over 6. So you have the, so this will give you log of x base 2 equals to 1 divided by 11 over 6. Okay, so that's what you have. So, and this is the same thing as log of x base 2 equals to, now this is 6 over 11, right? Because this one gives you 1 times 6 over 11. So 6 times, 6 over 11 times 1, that's 6 over 11. Okay, so now we'll make x to be the square of the formula. That is your number. So the base comes here. So we have x equals to 2 raised to the power of 6 over 11. All right. So change the logarithmic equation to indicial equation. So that is what we have for that. All right. So I hope you understand that. All right. So now can we move down to the next thing? So let's move down to the last one here. Okay, the last one, we have log of x base 2 plus log of x base 4 equals to log of 512 base 8. Okay, so I hope you can see that. All right. So I hope every one of you can see the board clearly. All right. So now, what do we do now? So in my mind, I'm thinking of finding a way of, adding these together, okay, and applying the law of logarithms. But I observe that they don't have the same base, so I need to adjust this. And to make the work easier for me, I have to adjust this as well. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So we have log of x base 2 plus log of x base 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, so now equals to log of 112 base 2 raised to the power of 3. Okay, now so this turns to log of x base 2 plus 1 over 2 log of x base 2, okay, equals to 1 over 3 log of 512 base 2. All right, can you see that now? So what's the next thing? Let's join this together. So you can join this together. So when you do that, so now this is 1 log of x base 2. This is 1, just single 1. So this one is half. So when you add 1 plus half, you have 1.5. 1.5 is the same thing as 3 over 2. Okay, so we have 3 over 2 log of x base 2 equals to 1 over 3 log of 512 base 2. Okay, so that is what we have. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is, let me find a way of making all the two coefficients to live here. All right, so now I move this one here, I move this here. Okay, see. So now this is going to give me log of x raised to the power of 3 over 2 base 2 equals to log of 512 raised to the power of 1 over 3 base 2. Base 2, sorry, base 2. I hope we understand that. All right. So now, what's the next thing to do? Now, when you look at this carefully, we are equating the two. Now, what we have here must be equal to what we have here if both of them are equal, because obviously now you can see now that they have the same base. Okay, and we have logarithm here, both sides. So the number we have here and the number we have here must be the same thing if they must be equal. So if what we have here and what we have here are not the same thing, that means this equality is not valid. All right, so that means we have to equate the numbers together. So that's the next thing to do. All right, so we have x raised to the power of 3 over 2 is equals to 512 raised to the power of 1 over 3, right? 1 over 3. Okay, so what is the next thing to do now? You know, I want to find x. That is what I'm looking for. So let's find a way of, making this power to live here. All right. So I will multiply both power by the reciprocal of the power here. So that means I will multiply this power by 2 over 3, this by 2 over 3. Okay, so now let's do that. So we have x raised to the power of 3 over 2 times 2 over 3 equals to 512 raised to the power of 1 over 3 raised to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, I hope you understand that. So we just respond. So now this we cancel this cancel this. Okay, so now we have x equals to 512 raised to the power of, now 1 times 2, that's 2, over 3 times 3, that will give you 9. Okay, so what's the next thing? Now the next thing is to find the ninth root of 512. Okay, ninth root of 512, we still have 2 here at the top here. So let us see, maybe the ninth root of 512 is 2, because I think it's 2. So now, so let's see. So that means what I need is, I need a number that when I multiply 9 times, it's going to give me 212. Okay, so that number is 2. All right, so you can verify that. So that's so that means ninth root of this is 2. So we have 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, so and the answer now is going to be 4. Okay, do you understand that now? So, or better still, you can still write this, or you do it this way, or you do it this way. We have this is 2 raised to the power of 9, right? And we already have 2 over 9 here. So this can cancel this. So we have 2 raised to the power of 2. And that gives you 4. That's another way of doing it. So I hope you all understand that. So yes, let's move down to the next question. Let's move down to the next question. So, following Okay, now let's look at these following questions. You have to solve the following logarithmic equations. So how do we go about this? Okay, the first one is log of x minus 1 base 2 equals to log of 3x plus 1 base 4. Okay, so now look at these two logarithms. Now, what will I do? Now, I find a way of making this to have the same base with this. All right, once they have the same base, I won't have any problem. All right, so now let me find a way of making them So I have the same base. I have x, right, base 2 equals to log of 3x plus 1 base 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, so which is the same thing as 4. So that is log of x minus 1 base 2 equals to 1 over 2 log of 3x plus 1 base 2. Okay, so now this coefficient here moves here, all right? So I have log of x minus 1 base 2 equals to log of 3x plus 1 raised to the power of 1 over 2 base 2. All right, so now here we are going to compare, because our claim now is everything here and everything here are the same. Okay, so once they are the same, and it's obvious now that 2 is the same thing as 2 here, so that means the number must also be the same thing. Since the base are equal, so the numbers too must also be the same thing. So that implies that x minus 1 equals to 3x plus 1 raised to the power of 1 over 2. Okay, so now what do we do from here? Now the next thing is to take square of both sides. So when you take square of both sides, so you have x minus 1 square. So you square this side, so you also square this side, equals to 3x plus 1 raised to the power of 1 over 2. So if you square that, it's going to have 2 here. So now these two will cancel these two. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so this left hand side is the same thing as x minus 1. X minus 1 equals to 3x plus 1 here. Right? So now let us expand this. So when you expand this, you have x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals to 3x plus 1. Okay, so you know how to do that. This x multiplies everything we have. So x times x squared. X times negative x, you have negative x. Another negative 1 times x will give you negative x, making negative 2x. So negative 1 times negative 1, that's plus 1. All right. So now we move everything here. So we have x squared minus 2x, okay, minus 3x, now 2x plus 1 minus 1 equals to 0. Okay. So now this and this cancel out. Plus 1 minus 1, that's 0. So Okay, I hope you can hear me now. I'm very sorry for that. I don't know the audio is off. All right, so I'm very sorry for that. So in the next class, I'm going to work on that so we have a better class. So thank you very much for watching. So we are done for today. So tomorrow is another day. So don't forget to invite your friends. Let them know about this class. And don't forget, if you are joining this class for the first time, ensure you subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to tap the like button. So thank you very much, every one of you. Bye bye.